folks. Welcome back. There's a delay there, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you for why there was a delay, because up until a second ago, as you can probably see in my teeth, this was filled with cheesy puffs. I want my cheesy. I can't do the impression. This was filled with cheesy puffs. I was eating, and it's like, oh, I'm about to go live, so I quickly down some water. My mouth was filled with cheesy puffs. I'm not sorry, they were delicious. However, you know I love me some snacks while I do this. I've run out of snacks. And now I just have some yellow stained teeth. Do you know what? I'm gonna bring this up. There's a misconception that British people have bad teeth. And the lighting I use, every time I'm so paranoid about my bottom teeth. In real life, they're not yellow. On YouTube videos, they're very yellow. I get so anxious that people are going to think, oh, here's another British person. Another British person with their bad teeth. I don't know what light it. To be fair, that light is very yellow. If you joined me yesterday, if you thought yesterday's setup was precarious, you can't see it here. If I'm to breathe on the green screen behind me, the whole facade will come tumbling down. Tumbling down. Folks, welcome. As I say, if you joined me yesterday, we were showing off. I'm not going to lie. I was showing off all my prized possessions that I bought from 1688. And I love them. Not only do I love them, but they're doing well. Earlier on today, I went and had lunch with my girlfriend. But before then, just up the road, my top earner, Kids Mania, for my OG Mini, they had been in there for 4.5 days. I jam-packed it. I jam-packed that OG Mini with all the brand new toys. And they were like, it's gone. Actually, yesterday they said, like, it's gone. But you can only do well. And what was that? 4 days it did like £110. So what's that? $130 in 4 days. And like, that's what we want. And that's why we're here today. I am. I'm the Blade Runner of the mini community, of the claw machine community. It's just me and Harrison Ford hanging out. And what's her name? What was her name from Splash? I should know that. It was her first big role. I've just read the comment below. Cody Cantley's back in the room. Oh, Cody Cantley. It's just you and me on a summer's day riding horses and eating berries. Cody, welcome back. I've missed you. Also, go and watch it. I really enjoyed yesterday's. Of everything I do on YouTube, the lives are my favorite. And they're just my favorite. Because you guys are here and you're chatting, and it's nice to know that I'm not completely crazy and talking to myself. I'm so sorry. I can hear the cheesy poofs in my mouth. It is the weekend after all. But Cody Cantley, welcome back. But go and have a look. However, today, I'm not going to lie. This week's been a bit crazy, y'all. And next week's going to be even crazier. And so this is going to be all over the shop. Is that just a UK saying? It's all over the shop. It's going to be all over the shop. It's going to be higgledy-piggledy. Let's say that again. It's going to be higgledy-piggledy, Coatley Cantley and Judgufka 37. He was actually born in 1937. It's true. It's true. But whenever I post about these videos, I don't lie. I want you to have done your homework. Have you seen something? Do you want to see it in one of your minis? Do you want to see it in your OG minis? Do you want to see it in your mega minis? And when I started this, it was very selfish. It was very self-involved. It was like, what will fit in an OG mini and what will fit within the Gambling Commission regulations that I have in the UK. So it can't be over anything over 4.5 yuan. But I'm scrapped that now. So I want it to be not only something that's small enough to fit in an OG mini, but also if you've got mega minis out there, it's going to fit in there. Basically, the whole show is just like what inspires you. You may not want any of this stuff, or you may see something and go, "Oh my god, I need that now." As is the case with this, probably what I'll start with is I was literally just watching E&T Amusement. Amazing young couple who are inspiring in this whole community. Make great videos, but also just building and building and building. And I saw something in one of their claw machines in a laundromat, and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen that before." So I'll start with that. Oh, there's messages, folks. Thank you so much for joining me 2 days in a row, and I'm so unprepared. But I also there was a yesterday and today there was a point when I was like, how do I fit this in? But I wanted to fit it in because it's my favorite thing. The lives are my favorite thing. Eat with or without snacks. Go away, Bull. No one wants you here. Let's go to the. Now, if that's not exciting, I don't know what is. Your first, it's a mix of excitement and also like, oh God, go away. Like, oh God, what happens when they get you? And you just figure it out. Coach can't make you just figure it out, and then you build a knowledge base. That's one of my kind of like, I feel like greatest achievements over the past year and a wee bit is I've actually learned how to do stuff. I've learned how to fix stuff because it's like you don't have a choice. And I'll never stop learning. Take anything I say with a pinch of salt because I'm just learning. I don't, I'm not like David in Extreme. I'm not like Howard Hospitality. I'm not like Galaxy Games where they've been around long enough where I'm guessing got an answer for most things. I'm learning from it and I'm finding out the answer each and every time. It's weird to say that I'm proud of myself. I'm British, so to say you're proud of yourself is hard. I'm proud of myself that I'm learning how to fix those problems. So welcome to this little clique, this little niche we've got. Every time Natasha turns up, I do the exact same thing, which is just Natasha, look away for a second. Guys, everyone else. I'm smitten. You didn't miss anything, Natasha. Yeah. And even that's a lie. Because I finished the cheesy poofs. I finished them. And now I've just got orange in my mouth. Orange in my mouth. Folks, this is going to be a mishmash. Normally, I will present. God, look, I even got cheesy poofs on the end of my fingers, as you can see them. Normally, I can present like coming up first and coming up second and coming up third. The fact that yesterday's video was so, I say, well put together, but was even formed in any way, shape, or form is a miracle. Today is a mishmash. I need you. Because ultimately, it's not. This is not just for me. It's it started off as like, hey, come and help me find some toys. But ultimately, it's like, hey, what will inspire all of us? And I'm very aware, and I mention it all the time that I don't have any music on. This is how unprepared I am. How can you just listen to me with no music? watching Glitter Bear Minis. Over the next infinite amount of time, we'll be looking at absolute nonsense. From me to you, thank you. Good. Why are any of you here? Why? But yeah, today is just a mishmash. But what we start, do you know what? We'll start off with, I was just watching E&T Amusements, and they have the best. I wish laundromats like that existed in the UK. They don't. I wish we could have coin pushers in the UK. We can't. You've really got to have very specific. Oh, where does this piece go? Oh, I know. Just place that in firmly. Oh, that fits just right. Guys, we've gone off. I can't. Things happen when Love for Claw machines turn up, and it's not PG-13. Coty Cantley. I don't think there's a way to share this with the group. But please do share it on the Discord. I'd love to be able to just show this up right now, because that's amazing. They're so talented. E3 is so talented. The stickers are beautiful. Everyone's like, please stop talking. Oh, okay, how can we distract ourselves? Oh, 500 pieces, yeah, the puzzle. Let me have one last water. But that's amazing. I'm glad you've got your logo done and that you're happy with it. I was very fortunate. I just made a stream, just an idea, like AI, and then we ended up with something wonderful. Especially when I then turned it into a coin. I'm so chuffed with it. So chuffed. All right. So in the E&T vending, they had these giant plush die, and I had a quick look for them. But I'm going to present a screen. I'm going to share a screen. Oh, did you? You sent it on Discord. Fantastic. So this is first and foremost. I've got to learn how to. Poopy day. I don't know why. I don't like these. Mainly because that's just a cheap transfer, isn't it? It's just a cheap stick-on. They have multiple versions. They're also very cheap. So my restriction, as everyone knows already, is 4.51. So that works about 50 pence or 65 cents. So just do the math yourself. That's crazy. I don't like them. Crazy, but I don't like them. But I feel like I'm on a different kind of what I'm after is slightly different, because London's just like go, and I said it yesterday. I just want stuff that will stop people on the tracks and go, what is in that? I wasn't going to stop and play before, but now, well, now. Okay, let's get rid of that. However, what I did come across is this. I've got so many windows open, it's crazy. Here we go. These look like they're much better made. And they're 6.20. So probably about 75 cents. I'm very bad at math. But it's part of the actual fabric. Weirdly, I'd recognize these characters, but I don't know where from. Oh, Courtly, did you try and send it to me first? gentlemen. Let's all get into the jacuzzi together. Turn it down. Let's make it a little less sexy. So I'll get those out of the way. It was just an idea. However, next up, and Love for Claw Machines is gonna hate me for this, because she deals with the best of the best of the best anime figures. You know, like an actual, you want to win in the prize locker, you want to win in the cut machine. I can't afford that stuff. I'm legally not allowed to put that stuff in. Don't let you send it. Did you send it directly to me, Coty? Coty Cantley. It's because you're a fancy lady. You're a fancy lady. But what I have been, and it's annoying because about a month ago I saw things popped up and I had a little search and going, all right, next time I do one of these 1688 hunts, I'll look for it. But I have to really restrict it down. You know this already, Natasha. I've really got to restrict it down in price wise. So what looks good but is maybe a much cheaper form. And so just cover your eyes a wee bit for this, because it's going to get cheaper nasty. But I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. What's that? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. So let me have a look through here. Here we go. I'll do this one first, which is I got some little mini, I think they were Dragon Ball Z figurines, and that was before 1688. That's from AliExpress. And in actual fact, for little 7cm figures, they did really well. They had their flaws, mainly to do with the fact that the base, you couldn't stick to it. If you tried to win them, they'd fall off, which is really annoying. But for the price point that I can do, they were great. So we're going to take that initial idea of how do you get a lovely figurine that stops, ultimately just scratch everything you know. This whole channel is what will stop you in your tracks and make you play. And what will you be happy with? If for 50 pence, if for 65 cents you won something, what would you be happy with? And as such, I'm going to share a little screen with you. Just need to be able to find and click all the buttons. Here we go. Now I know these are going to be cheap molds. I know they're going to be cheap molds. Like they'll be super light, but 4 for 35 yen, which again, do the math. Is it 11 cents per yuan? But for me, these make sense. But not only that, is they're large and they'll stand out. So the 7cm ones are bordering on. They're fine, but they're too small. And for all of these, unfortunately, we're going to have to rubber band the base around it so that they have a chance. You can see yourself 15 centimeters high, but it's just going to be the basic plastic foam. That's what they've done. I like these smaller ones, the 15 centimeters. You can see that they've got some depth to them. They're a wee bit more expensive. However, the company's been around for 3 years. They've got a 67% return rate. People have come back. They like their stuff so much. 67%. So it's good. It's good. I'm getting rid of it. What do we think of these? Let's go through them. Little kind of Coca-Cola. Oh, sauciness. Sold in sets of 3. But these bases, I've done them with so many things. I find them at the bottom of my bag when I'm putting new toys in. From months ago, these little bases just turn up and I'm like, someone won a toy, but they have no way to stand it up. What did I promise to show? I mean, I'll show it all. Don't you worry. No one wants to see that. That's just a little bit sad. But no one wants to see it. But what was I promising to show? Yeah, it's weird this time around. I just don't... Last time I was so inspired by Spirited Away, and I was so inspired by like crossover toys, you know, like Pikachu but with a Spider-Man hat on. And I think it's just lack of time that's made me go, maybe not this time. So a lot of today, I think, is blind boxes. You know the Pokemon blind boxes we've all got because they were dirt cheap. And they were great because it's like, what can you put in your machines that looks good quality, it adds a little bit of mystery. A little bit like, oh, what's in there? And I actually liked the keychains. The lanyards, however, showed their price. Let's see. I know I've got a bunch of lanyards up here. We'll go back. We'll go back to the figures just to make Natasha weep. We'll go back to the figures. But there we go. Okay. I know I did. And I tried. Honestly, I'm here today I'm here because I wanted to be here. I was so tired of being ill over the Christmas period. And yesterday and today I was like, do you know what? It doesn't matter what these next 2 weeks are like. You be there. And yesterday was easier because I had the toys. And the only time involved was making the little green screen tried to fall down, making the wee doohickey, videos, and then adding the overlays and stuff. Today, however, is a mishmash, Natasha. Mainly it's about wanting to spend time with you, and everything else is just superfluous. What a great word. But that's how I plan to go on, which is actually like, it's not just for me, because what's the point? That's not fair. And that's not fair. If you can find some stuff for me within my gambling commission restrictions, more the better. Like the ice cream cones, the Pokemon ice cream cones that you suggested last time. I managed to find one that I had to wait for the for the for the conversion between UK and China to change, so I could just afford it legally. But I'll show them on the next kind of like 1688 showcase. I'll show them, but I don't think they're going to be quite as good quality as the ones you have. I know you have, Natasha. I just not had the time. I've just not had the time. And also, it's my partner's 40th birthday next week, and I'm trying my best to make sure that I make it as special as possible, but also life has got in the way. This is just a ramble and a complaint. I'm doing my best, is my point. Let's move on. Just know I love you all being here. Let's move on. Oh, good question. I didn't know she had a Discord channel. So, this is actually a very good question. Hightower. One of the original actors from the Police Academy movies. Strange has got into this business. I like Tammy. She's super nice. If you saw one of my long form videos before, I had a previous agent that the first time I bought with them, completely fine. I double checked all the pricing and work and stuff. The second time, they tried to rip me off. Same company as Tammy. They tried to rip me off. Unfortunately, Megan from the UK was the first one out of all of us to kind of like dip her toes into the water of that 1688 folding company that Tammy's from. And I just said to her, look, can I have Tammy's WhatsApp? And she's done me good. It's not perfect, you know. There's a translation problem once in a while, and she is slow in response compared to some, you know, the place I get my claw machines from. If anything goes wrong, if there's any question, they are on it, no matter what time of day, and it's amazing. Tammy, I'm just kind of like, look, it's cheap, so just, and she does good work, so just bear with her. And there's been some issues with this 1688 order, which is stock not being properly checked, but mainly just because it's not the right color. You know, I was supposed to get a blue and pink, stitch from the Lilo and Stitch, and I only got pink. But I'm like, all right, and I need to choose my battles. But would I recommend her? I would say, look, she does her job. It takes a wee while. It's all good value. It's up to you. Like, if you've got better, go with that. Go with that. But her, specifically within that agency, fantastic. Her friend, I can't remember, I think it was Sophie. If you come across Sophie of that same agency, just... Not only did she try and rip me off, she tried to make out that I was being stupid. And I was like, I don't think I am. I'll just double check with Tammy, and Tammy's like, no, here's a video. I'm clicking everything you've ordered. Here's the ultimate price. And I was like, oh, she was just trying to, you know, to gaslight me, to bully me into believing that I was the one who was wrong. Sometimes you just got to have confidence. And as a British person, that's not as easy. Where were we? Half an hour in, and we've barely done anything. I do like the figures. Blind boxes. What are your thoughts on blind boxes? Because they tend to be super cheap. Like to the point of like, how are they this cheap? So here we go. 3 years these guys have been around, and I've ordered from, I won't pronounce that before, 32% return rate. But they're ridiculously cheap. They're $1.30 each, which is 14 pence, like 25 cents, not even. Are they the greatest things in the world? But however, if I saw that, then they're not the easiest to win. That's, I think, my problem with the blind boxes. But they do look good, and they do offer intrigue, and they also, you know, I think they keep people coming back for more. Guys, this is all over the shop. I love it. So this is what we ended up with last time. This is why I ended one of the last ones, which is Halikwang. No. Here we go. Share this one. It's a faff behind the scenes, but you'll get it there eventually. Play UK, welcome. What is the FNAF? That's me being naive. What is FNAF? FNAF, as the kids call it. These are. Let's translate it. Boom. Six types, $4.15 each. So that's 60 cents, less than 50 pence each, like 58 cents each. But actually a decent build quality. These are definitely for OG minis though, aren't they? One Piece anime. The problem with these though, Love for Claw machines, is this base again. You'd have to rubber band them to the back, otherwise you end up with no base. But look how cool these guys are. Look how little steampunk coolness going on there. But I think this is a good point. Like, what would as from Natasha, your price point though? You're buying anime figures. You know, I'm guessing 15 centimeters, 12 centimeters plus, but probably 15 centimeters up, as prize locker prizes, right? I thought about this, Play UK. I've thought about this. The boxes are a bit hot, so I would have to work out the settings on the OG mini, because I've done shorts on it, you know, on my YouTube channel, where you can jam one of the claws into the insert of a box and it'll pick up. But or you can use the weight of like the Pokemon mystery box. If you get the weight at the back and then tip it in, but it needs to be near the prize chute. It's not like the rest of the prizes where actually, you know, you can figure out how to win it. It's kind of luck of the draw, and that's when I don't feel right, you know. I want people to feel like they actually can use skill. A rubber band, figurines to make them more easy to win. It's a lot of work, but I take my biz seriously. I take my biz seriously. All my keychains are rubber banded because the lanyards on the OG minis block the price sensor. So if I don't, I get a call out from every location once, twice a week, which is like, yeah, it's happened again. And so I have a here we go. There are rubber bands aplenty wherever I roam in my flat, in my apartment. There are rubber bands aplenty. I don't like this comment though, Natasha, because it sounds like you're saying I don't take my business seriously. This is all fun and whatnot, but you know, when it comes down to business, I take this very seriously. Deal or no deal in some arcades, and I think this is very good. It's quite interesting. Again, if you've not watched the new ENT vending video, which I think came out like earlier today or a day ago, it's quite interesting to see the difference between America and the UK. Like, we don't have laundromats where you could fit that many machines into. Like, it's an arcade within itself, and as such, you've got the choice to have a sole machine that is just deal or no deal, because that would be so much fun to play. We've got our seaside arcades, which are filled with everything, but I mean, me specifically in London, I only have the choice of, can I get a machine there in the first place? If so, amazing. All I'm hearing is you hate me, Natasha. And it's fine. What have you done today to make me feel proud? Guys, it is a mishmash. I'm going to go through what we've got. So we've done some boxes. They're so cheap. Like, I'm going to share this with you, and it's not for everyone. Thank you, Play UK. I'm not going crazy, thank you. Where was it? Oh yeah, let's share this. Blake, girl. Welcome. I've never seen you before, and thanks so much for joining. Hang on a second, Blake. Natasha's being sassy with me. You ain't going anywhere. I'm going to call your bluff, Natasha. Please don't leave. I'm going to call your bluff, but please don't leave. Where was it? What's a money tab? Blake girl. Blackie. What is that? Let me know. Okay, let me share some actual toys with you. You know, we try and set up a serious business, serious YouTube live, and then people come out of the woodwork. Where are we at, son? Where are we at? And also, why are not all of these coming up? Well, let's go with these. That's not what I was after, but let's go with these. We finished last time on these, I think. $4.85, and they're tiny. But I like them. And they're actually well made. They'll be thin plastic, but they're well made. Guys, again today, basically what you're doing here, because it's all nonsense today, I've not got a through line other than, oh, that's nice. Oh, isn't that nice? But they are $4.85 each. Dragon Ball Z, here we go. Here we go, let's get rid of that. And let's share this one. Now to try and find it. Oh, it doesn't love me anymore. It doesn't love me anymore. Oh, there we go. Look how cute these guys are. And they are $5.60. Let's translate this page in 3, 2, 1, go. $5.60 each for these. But that's why they're 11 centimeters. 11 centimeters. Ultimately, what I'm after is like, what will just stop you in your tracks? I've said it a million times before and go, they got some Dragon Ball Z, or they got some Deadpool, or they got some, 12 centimeters. Do you know what? The one thing I did buy, which I hated, but they did so well, and it annoyed me they did so well. They were Avengers action figures that were about 8 to 9 centimeters, and they were the thinnest plastic ever. And they got them from AliExpress, and they cost nothing. And people wanted them, but I was also like, that's too low quality, because it weighed nothing. It was just a thin formed plastic. Yes, thank you. Blake girl, hey Blake girl, where's the person ordering from? Am I the person? I'm ordering from the UK. That's what I'm ordering from. But I can't imagine that the price difference is going to be... Well, the price for the product will be the same. But I can't imagine shipping is going to be much, much different. You're just naming British bands. Those figurines would normally come and disassemble the heads off. Oh, really? It's fine. So do you put... So what you're saying, Natasha, is you put them in your machines. I just thought they were... I just thought you had them boxed at Prizes, because, I played Claw-E online. I played all the claw machines on my phone. And I've got so many anime figures that I don't really know what they are. But I wanted them, and they turn up in these beautiful boxes that I never opened. When the new coins and notes come out, would you be going cashless or staying cash? It's something I'm toying with, and in my second year... So I've said this before, my long form and my shorts, and the lives as well, which is... the first year I just kind of ramped quickly. I went from 6 machines to 18 machines, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done expanding when it comes to machines. Now... how do I make these 18 machines the best possible earners? And 1 is locations, and 2 is prizes, but 3 is because for the UK, I buy. You can find links in all my video descriptions, but my machines cost me like 3,300 plus Alibaba fees and whatever per 6. and that's with a coin dispenser, with a coin mech, and with a bill dispenser. It's the same price, if not more. It's actually more, just for a Nayax machine. And I have heard varying, some people are like, oh, my business has changed. I get 100% of my my income's gone up 100% just from an Nayax. And other people are like, don't bother, I get an extra 10%. So my goal for this year is just to slowly roll that out. Is to get a Nayax reader on at least one machine, and then see how that does, and then 2 machines and 3 machines. But my priority is getting those machines into the bigger locations, and then that's when the Nayax is going to roll out. This is my point, and it's hard, Natasha. It's hard because I'm so thankful for David, for Extreme, for Howard, for yourself, for Anime Frank, you've bestowed. I'm playing with rubber bands now. You've bestowed so much wealth of information to me, and I wouldn't be where I was today had I not found you guys. I just wouldn't be. But I've also come to realize that it's not the same over here. And I'll be like, oh my god, I got my first bubble tea location. And it's fine. It's fine. But it's not what it is, I've got my first Mexican restaurant location, and it's fine. It's not I hate the phrase, but it's not the cash cow. They're not the best locations. I found that my mini marts in London are the best, because it's lots of people coming in and out, spending 50p or a pound, spending 50 cents or $1. No, why did I change that? You understand what I meant. On a Mars bar or on a can of Red Bull, whatever. And they're the same people who are like, all right, well, I've got another $1 in my hand. I'll go and play this machine. That's the people I'm after, because there's only so far I can follow. And so I'm reticent. I'm not going to lie. I'm reticent about Nayax. But on the plus point, talking to Gopher, guys, that man is a wealth of information. Gopher Nayax. No longer with Nayax, but that man's a wealth of information. And it was so nice to me, and we chatted back and forth. But what it turns out is actually the US don't really tap their card. You insert and you put your digits in, and cheeky. Whereas the UK, we just tap all the time. There's no insert and tap anymore, and put your digits in anymore. So it might be more cost effective than I thought. You can get the Onyx, the Nayax Onyx, which is like a little circular, sexy little device. I'm rambling, but I'm dipping my toes into expansion, not by new machines, but just seeing how I can better that. And Nayax is definitely on there. Was that long enough for you? What do you mean you're here for toys? I'm here to ramble and play with the rubber bands and eat my snacks. I've run out of snacks. All right, but folks, Natasha, love for claw machines, is amazing on the Discord. She's God, the time she spends is unbelievable, and she's also fantastic in sharing toys with me. And I haven't looked back on your this time round. I've just not had time. I was going to look back on your suggestions, Natasha. But I feel like a lot of the things today are maybe slightly inspired because I wanted you to like me, love me. A lot of anime stuff. I clicked on something. I don't know what it was. Here we go. These are $130 each. And they're coming from a company that's been around for 3 years. Again, it's the same company I've bought from multiple times. 32% return rate. People have bought this and 32% of them was like, all right, I'm going to buy some more. And these numbers, procurement consultation, 2.5. But these 4s I like. Look at these. I don't like the keychain part. I wish they had a large lanyard. But at 130 each, I can't even comprehend what that is. What's 130? 15 cents each? If they're just filler, who cares? Like, if they just take up space. If you won those, you'd be well chuffed. If I was 8, 9, 10, 16, I'd love those. And I'm 18 this year, so I'm a few years off being 16 anymore. But, a couple of years ago, this would be right on point. 130 each. They're like the Pokemon ones, Let's get rid of them. Michael Jones is back! Michael! Me and Michael Jones. We got a thing going on. I don't know what that means. Liquid-filled keychains. Can you expand? Well, I click on... Now this, Steve and Carly. Hi guys. We've got some brand new people today, and I really thanks so much for joining. It's normally just me and Natasha flirting with each other. And by that she's like, please stop, and I'm like, well, hello. And yet she keeps coming back. I think we're like Australia and UK, as is the way with a lot of stuff. I think we're probably closer to each other when it comes to this. And it's so nice. Aren't they the sexiest of the Nyax units? Just a little circular boop. Yes, I will play your claw machine. Actually, boop. Yes, I will play it again. However, I wish there was a... Kiosoft and Nyax both have really bad reputations. Nyax especially. Like, how have you found it? Getting them set up and also customer support. Because I don't know how they get away with it. I've yet to find anyone to go, actually, they're fantastic. Other than Gopher for Nyax, who's just exactly what this community needs. Like Bobber. Oh, I think I know what you like me. Like the little hard plastics that have liquids and like sparkles in them. I've not. I took the road of just kind of Bobber plushies. But I've seen them. They just didn't like scratch an itch that I had. I knew what I was after when it came to those ones with the Bobber stuff, and I haven't. Have you done it? Has it done well? Have you tried Temu or Wish to see? To see what, Play UK? I'm looking back on your comments. Will the markets and stuff, as a lot of times the parents drag the kids out of the market, that's true. I do so well with the mini-marts. Especially the 24-hour ones. And again, I think it's very London-centric with that. But it's just people with lots of disposable income coming in quickly and going, oh, that. And also 24-hour boo shop mini-marts, Because the person at 2 o'clock in the morning is like, do you know what? I just came here for a drink, but actually I quite fancy a game of this. I've just spent £10. Thank you, that was my booze-riddled person. See what toys you can get. Alright. Speaking of toys, shall we look at some? Because it's been close to an hour. Let's go back to figures. Let's really... How best can I annoy Natasha? I know. We'll have a look at some figures. Here we go. These are 6 each. 6 yuan each. So, what is that? In the UK, that's about 60 pence. So in America, it's about 75 cents. In Australia, I'm so bad. I was in Australia not that long ago, a couple of years back, and I don't have like a natural conversion in my head. But what is that? Apparently, that's the cheesy poofs coming up. Those are good though, and they come in so different prices, you know. Because Natasha, you like the better things in life, and I'm a cheap strumpet showing you the cheapest toys. But you're after caviar and muscular men who will pick you up in their arms and. So I ran out of steam there with that one. So these 12 yen yuan for kneeling position. So this with the box 13 yuan. By itself 12. The standing in a bag. That's this one here. The standing one is here. 6 yuan or 7. Sorry, I should say. They're really well priced, and actually they look like they're well made. They won't be dense, they won't be thick, but they're 15 centimeters for the standing, 25 centimeters for this dude, and he's only $2 something. Unbelievable. I like them, and I don't understand anime like Natasha does, like Anime Frank does. Which, where is he, by the way? I swear he used to love me, Natasha. Why hasn't he joined me anymore? Please share. I did find a good UK-based company who does the arcade toys very cheap. Please share. If you're based in the UK and you just want like filler, but good filler, like licensed filler, vend-a-ball, vend-a-ball, you for 50 pence, 65 cents, but for British people, you'll get Hot Wheels balls, you'll get Barbie balls, you'll get Baby Shark. Baby Shark. You're welcome. That's in your head for a long time. They're really good. They're really good. And I've got a few suppliers in the UK, but I've changed tact. I really have. It's what's quirky. What's quirky? Like what's stopping people in the tracks? What makes people go, what? Is that a shark with a bee outfit? I've got that later on. Is that a shark with a bee outfit? What is going on? And I feel like that, but that's very specific to London, is just what stops people in their tracks. And then I'll fill up the rest with stuff people actually, you know, regular players want. The keychains is what I found out people want. But I've got away from keychains mainly for this one because I know I get obsessed with them. Were you being British for us? Porcupines. That's a very British saying. You're telling porkies, like, you know, you're telling porcupines. Michael Jones. Michael Jones. Are there areas you have your machines in more local or tourist frequented or 50-50? No, I think I've got two machines that I have to. No, one specifically. The Kids Mania one is my only like real kids orientated one. Because all the rest, anyone who's been here before, all the rest, any kind of kids indoor play areas are owned by giant corporations, and I just can't get in. I'll not stop trying because Kids Mania is my number one. As I say, I had to go and refill after 4.5 days of the new stock. It does well, and I'm happy with it. That's the only one I tailor, you know. That's the only one. Whereas the rest, they tend to service the adult kind of 16 to 24. And it's not like no one else plays, and I'll put in Winnie the Pooh plush, or put in, because even a 20-year-old will be like, I'd love that keychain on my back, you know, backpack. But the rest tend to be of an ilk, which is like young adults to adults who are young. But I know that's very specific to me. So it's only really... Cody Cantley, I've not had a chance because I've been doing this. So I will do, though. I will do. Actually, folks, let's take a break and let's have a look at Cody Cantley's new logo. Because if you know, not only has he got it, a new logo, but he's also had it designed by one of our fellow... Are we not... Cody, are we not friends already? Cloud Dad. Here's a Cloud Daddy. Let's do that. How do I pick that up? This is what I hate about Discord. So what I hate about Discord is you can't make things bigger on my desktop. But folks, what do we think of new Coty Cantley's new logo? Isn't that wholesome? Let's pick that up. I like the slogan, play, win, repeat. The E3 does good work, folks. Well done. You happy with it? I hope you are. That's really lovely. No, but screenshot or not, Coty. Screenshot or not, it only that's actually quite large. But is that what you look like? You're a handsome bearded businessman with two perfect twins. Or is that, are you just selling selling the dream? I really like that. I really like that. Now the goal is to get, like, you know, an avatar that's circular. I'm sure you could turn that into circular, but maybe just get elite, just so you know. If you're not bothered about online, doesn't matter. But I really like that. E3 are great. Sticker wise, and now obviously with logos as well. Mate, we're all selling the dream. We're all selling the dream. This is just CGI. This is just an avatar. I actually look like... anyone seen Weird Science, 1980s film? I look like when the brother gets turned into like a monster. That's what I look like. What's that? You want to see some toys? What's that? The viewership's going down because I'm just rambling. But I'm really chuffed for you, Coty. There's nothing nicer than getting something new for the business that just gives you a little pep, a little like, yes, I'm doing this and I'm doing it well. I'm doing it well. Let's get rid of that. What do we have? Here we go. Let's go with the Shark Bee. Again, folks, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. This episode's all over the shop. I just wanted to spend time with you. I just didn't have time to do the work to spend time with you, but I'm here anyway. I'm quite shocked at the price of these, for how good quality they are. So for a 28 centimeter one, $10.90. Here you go, Natasha. $10.90. Something within price brackets that are yours. 38 centimeters, $15.90. 48 centimeters. These things get huge. So we literally go from not even $2. What's that? Like $1.80, something like that. I'm bad at math. I've said it before. And they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. I love it when they combine stuff. And that's the thing. I love it when they combine stuff. Crossovers again that are Pokemon stroke Spider-Man, whatever, but a bee shark. And also really good quality. So with this, the Hroncheng County. Not only have they been around for 6 years, they've got a 56% return rate. However, that's quite interesting. I haven't seen that before. 2.522. So you wanted to return stuff, not good at all. However, you wanted to dispute stuff, 5. That's interesting. As always, folks, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm learning this stuff together. Just because I've showcased a product doesn't mean that I know what it's like. What I will do, quick sell on my other video. If you weren't around yesterday, what I do is when they come in the things I do buy from 1688, I will showcase I'll share a spreadsheet, free of course, that basically says, like, is this good or not? Go and buy it for yourself if you like. But that way, at least you know you're getting. It takes the guesswork out. It takes the guesswork out. So big. So big. Folks, we've been around for an hour. I feel like. Give me a second, and I'm going to find some things I put into. I forgot about those. Let's just do it. You come across randomness. Let's put this in the weird and wonderful. It doesn't happen. It's not happened today, but let's put these in the weird and wonderful. And let's translate it as well. Do you know what? Have you ever just thought, I don't have enough bums in my claw machines. I don't have enough cheap bums in my claw machines. This is the type of channel, this is the type of tat I'm peddling, folks. Type of tat I'm peddling. $2.94, 3 yen, which is 33 pence, so 46 cents, let's say. You two could have some ice. This is very specific. I just ran out of stuff. This is what happens when you rush live. I've got like 100 other things I've clicked on. Naruto boxes. Sanrio boxes. Ultraman boxes. But I'm going to call it quick and snappy. 1 hour. 1 hour. I just wanted to be with you all, folks. And I missed you. And thank you to the new folks who've been here as well. But I also feel slightly dirty that I didn't give you what you came here for, which is well researched. Also, Natasha's been not only sassy, but disrespectful. But also, she normally just gives me all my ideas, and I cheat off her homework. Folks, that is it. That's it. I'm done. I've run out of snacks. I came here with very few ideas anyway. It's all meant to inspire. Next time round, when life isn't so crazy, next time round, I promise you, before everything begins, there'll be a list of what we're going to go through. The fact that you started this and didn't see the list and still continued, well, that's on you. I thought you were going to get me out of this, Natasha. I thought she's going to... But you've been so distant recently. We used to be in love. You've been so distant. But I was expecting you just to save me at the last second, and it never happened. However, folks, if you haven't checked out yesterday's video where I show you what we found on 1688, what we bought, and give it a yay and nay, go and check it out. If you haven't seen this week's long form video where I am a bit too much in love with the toys that arrived, go and check that out. Oh, and also, love for claw machines. Go and check out her YouTube channel. It's just good, wholesome fun mixed with actual, proper, helpful content. If you're a claw owner, plus she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Folks, it was quick. It was brief. What a time we had. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time. I'm ashamed of myself in the stream. But until next time. Happy gaming.